the sweet story of ancient cakes. Once upon a time, about 5,000 years ago, in the sunny lands of ancient Egypt, something yummy was baking in the ovens. It wasn't exactly the cakes we know today with frosting and candles, but it was the start of the cake story. In those days, cakes were more like bread. The Egyptians were amazing bakers, maybe some of the best in the world at that time, and they loved experimenting in their kitchens. Instead of using sugar, which they didn't have, they sweetened their cakes with honey. Honey was like a treasure, sweet and sticky, and it made everything taste better. But that's not all. They added things like nuts, which they cracked open from hard shells, and dried fruits like dates and figs, which were like nature's candy. These cakes were a special treat, often baked for big celebrations and feasts. Imagine being at a big party in ancient Egypt, with music playing and people dancing, and getting a slice of this sweet honey bread cake. As years passed, the secret of making these sweet bread cakes traveled from Egypt to other parts of the world. Each place added its own touch. But the biggest change came when something called sugar was discovered. Sugar was like honey, but it came from plants, and it could make cakes even sweeter. Then, something else amazing was invented: baking powder. Baking powder was like a magic dust that made cakes rise and become fluffy and light, not like the heavy bread cakes of ancient Egypt. With sugar and baking powder, cakes started to look and taste like the ones we have at birthday parties today. They became softer, sweeter, and could be decorated with all sorts of yummy toppings. So, the next time you eat a slice of cake at a birthday party, think about how it all started thousands of years ago with some honey, nuts, and a bit of ancient Egyptian baking magic. Isn't it cool how something so old can still be part of our celebrations today?